Nongshim, maker of the legendary SHIN Ramen brand, has 2 kimchi flavors, one for the rest of the world, and America only gets this. Why? Well, nobody really knows, and it seems suspicious. So, I'm gonna be launching a full investigation today using the most powerful tool available, which is my taste buds. Let's get into it. All right, both bowls are finished cooking. We got the SHIN and then we got the regular Nongshim here. Based on the broth, the color from the SHIN is lighter, not as red as the American Nongshim Kimchi. Let's taste the broth first to see what the difference is. We'll start off with the SHIN. And now for the broth from the USA Kimchi. Oh yeah, that's different. The kimchi flavor from America, this one is gonna be a little bit more sour than the SHIN version. This SHIN version also has like a slight freshness to it. It's very, very subtle, but otherwise the sourness of kimchi does not really come through as much on the SHIN side. As far as the spice goes, the American version has more of a kick that's noticeable, while the SHIN kimchi barely tingles my palate. All right, now let's taste the noodles. The SHIN noodles is exactly the same type of SHIN premium noodles. It's thicker than the American kimchi noodles. Whether or not that enhances the overall experience, we're gonna find out. Nice, slippery, chewy, brings up the broth very nicely. Tastes awesome. Now let's try the American version. So even though the noodles in the American version is thinner, it still picks up the broth very well. You still get a really nice chew. You just don't get the same thickness. I of course would love to have the thicker noodles in the American version, but it's honestly not a big deal. The noodles are basically on par. So the final verdict, should America import the SHIN kimchi flavor when we already have this version of kimchi? And I have to say the difference between the two is pretty negligible. Basically, the American one is just slightly more sour, and this one is not as sour. And it makes sense, because when you look at the flakes packet, the American flakes packet was basically all freeze-dried kimchi, whereas the Korean one had freeze-dried kimchi, some carrots, some onions, and I think some bok choy as well, which does lend to that freshness flavor I was talking about earlier. So really, if anything is gonna have the most kimchi flavor, it's actually the American one. So American instant ramen lovers, you don't really have to go import the SHIN kimchi flavor. The one we have is perfectly fine. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.